Aquarius darlings, welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jasmine Capella Wellness, here to help you step into your truth and star into your power. For those of you who've never been here before, welcome. Thank you so much for being here for the first time. For those of you who are returning, thank you for coming back to watch another weekly. If you would like a personal reading or a live coaching session, or you want to work with me with healing, or you would like to purchase a personal tarot reading package, please hop on over to capellawellness.com. There are also links in the description box below to take you straight there. I want to wish you guys a wonderful, transformative, beautiful week. With that being said, let's get into your reading. Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading. How are you? Hopefully all is... what do I want to say? All is glorious in your sector of the universe. I send you many blessings and much, much love your way, as I always do. All right, Aquarius. We're going to see what's going on with you at this time, what obstacles you're facing, and what lessons you are learning to help you with your spiritual growth, because that's what this is about. Then we're going to get guidance from Spirit on how to best navigate these energies, what the new moon in Gemini is bringing you. It's your sister sign that occurs on May 30th, 2022. Okay, the Nine of Swords is flipping now, but let's put that back in there. Yeah, we're going to see what the new moon in Gemini is bringing you. It occurs at 9 degrees of Gemini, so I would highly recommend you check to see where 9 degrees of Gemini is in your chart. All right, and then we're going to get your wellness message. And lastly, we're going to see what's going on with love and relationships for you. Okay, Aquarius. I don't know what's going on with the cards. This is going to be the last week that I'm having this set up and these decks of cards. So June is coming, and I'm going to switch it up like I always do. Anyway. Let's see what's going on with Aquarius. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, playing series. Please reveal to us for highest good. What is going on with Aquarius at this time? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. What is going on with Aquarius? Please and thank you, Spirit. Well, it's not a joke, guys, that the way it came out, you probably saw it, the Nine of Swords is at the bottom of the deck, okay? We have the Seven of Wands, okay? So remember to take what resonates, leave what doesn't for somebody who's watching this. Keep your unhealthy ego at the door, and what? Always be honest with yourself. Good job. All right, Seven of Wands. Okay, so as always, I get two different things here. So the first group is... maybe some of you are going through spiritual attacks. I'm not sure. Because for me, when I see Seven of Wands and then there's Nine of Swords down here, it seems like there's some spiritual attacks going on. If you think about it, you know, in the Rider-Waite, the guy is combating, you know, six other six other wands beneath him, right? You're fighting off something. Maybe you're being guarded, okay? But this is more of like, again, take out resonates. I really do feel that some of you are going through some spiritual attacks and it's causing you to lose sleep. I'm hearing like ascension, what's it called? Ascension symptoms, right? Maybe heart palpitations, but remember, if you're getting heart palpitations, please be careful. If it's continuous, go see a doctor, okay? And I am not a doctor. I cannot tell you what to do, but ascension issues do involve these heart palpitations. If you have a hard time sleeping, that is a thing when you're upgrading in a sense, okay? So maybe that's what's going on with you at this time. You're losing sleep. It's like it's causing anxiety. It feels like it's anxiety, but it's not, okay? That could very well be an ascension issue or ascension symptom, not an issue. Again, if you're being spiritually attacked, all right, just, you know, meditate, get to center. Make sure you start praying. Call upon Archangel Michael specifically. Call upon all the archangels, everybody in your spirit team to help you through this. I know I went through this a few times over the past several years. It's been a while, but it's really tough to deal with, but you can overcome this, okay, if you're dealing with spiritual attacks. The others of you, you are being tested by the outside world to see where your faith is. You're being presented with these opportunities, or these people, or all of the above, who are trying to steer you off your path, okay? This is about you standing up for what you believe in. You're not going to back down. This is my Tom Petty card. I think this came in either in my daily guidance video for that's coming up for May 24th, something like that. This might have come out in the other air sign readings. I can't remember, because when I channel, I go through some crazy different zone, and I don't really remember everything unless it comes back to me for a reason. So, like I said, this is my Tom Petty card, all right? You're not going to back down. I'm hearing the song Free Fallin' for whatever reason. You're freeing yourself, maybe, like, from all of this. I'm hearing tyranny. That's kind of weird. I see, like, King of Wands and the Emperor in the reverse. That's kind of tyranny right there. So, this is Spirit kind of presenting you with these things to see if Spirit knows. It's trying to test you to see where you're at. If you're really going to stand by your truth and your convictions. Are you going to stand up to people and say, you know what? This is my life. This is what I want to do. This is for my spiritual growth. I am really going to move forward spiritually, and I'm not going to be allowing anyone to take me off of that higher ground, right? This is you finding higher ground and getting to a better position to deal with all this opposition, okay? Because maybe people are telling you to come down from there. People are telling you, no, you can't be doing that, Aquarius. You can't be doing this. It's like you're getting attacked by all sides. Perhaps I'm also seeing Five of Wands, like people are vying for your attention, and it's kind of escalating, or there's something, you know, like a dark force or some other force out of your control, like the Wheel of Fortune, the reverse, that is causing this, or maybe even the Devil card. I'm seeing all of that, all right? But this is like the give me liberty or give me death. Like, I'm going to do this come hell or high water. Like, I'm not going to allow anybody get in my way. I'm going to persevere, and I'm going to keep going. Right? And as difficult as this is, okay, you have to really, you know, keep going. This is not a hopeless situation, Aquarius. There's anxiety, there's fear, there's stress, remorse, regret. Like, you know, it's kind of like, you know, you can't back down now. This is about, you have to stop resisting what God wants you to be doing. All right, Aquarius, it's like, because that's not going to help you. If you keep resisting, it's going to cause a lot more angst, and it's going to cause all these dark thoughts and, you know, all this stress. Because if you're resisting and resisting and resisting what God wants you to do, it's like the hangman in the reverse, and you're not surrendering to God. This just adds to all of that mental craziness and instability. You can't sleep, and you can't think straight. You can't eat. You can't do much of anything. You have to let something go. You have to really get to center and say, you know what? I am not going to be dealing with this anymore. It could be people, guys. Could be other energies. This is like a test. Outside influences are testing you. All right? You can come out of this. Don't listen to what other people are telling you to do unless they are helping you to get to the next level. If they're helping you to ascend, to help you to grow, to learn, evolve, to bring you to a state of peace. Because right now, what I'm getting, this overall energy, you're not not in a state of peace right now, Aquarius. So, you know, and if other people are trying to bring you down, you got to say something. Even if it's like a dark force here, you have to say, stop. You're not going to infiltrate my space. You cannot win me over. You cannot bring me down. Okay? You really have to find that power within you. This is igniting your personal power. You have the power to overcome Nine of Swords, Aquarius. Nobody can put you here but yourself. That's a harsh reality for some of you. You can't put blame on somebody else for your sorrow, for your heartbreak, for this down and out, I'm all alone. nobody's here to help me, that's bullcrap, because you have your guides, you have your angels. You got to talk to them. You have to find people who are going to stop trying to bring you down and find people more of a soul tribe, soul community, okay? Like-minded friends. I'm seeing 3 of Cups and 2 of Cups with this energy. Whoever's trying to take you off your path, you got to cut those people out. Whoever's trying to bring you this type of energy, you got to cut that out. And if it's not people, it's stuff that is causing you stress, causing you worry and anxiety. Why are you allowing yourself to continue to be in those energies? The body was not created for anyone. The body was not created for it to be in a state of 9 of Swords, period. All right. So if there are outside influences causing this, you need to stop. You got to cut that out and really get to center and find your personal power and do something about it. All right. Keep moving forward. Keep going. As difficult as this is, and if you're dealing with ascension symptoms and you're leveling up, this happens, okay? And sometimes you're like, am I even making progress? Am I even getting there? Yes, this is the perseverance card. You have to have that true grit to keep going. Stay determined. Find that courage and that confidence within you to overcome this energy. Because as you are leveling up, okay, people will try to bring you down. The higher you get, the more opposition you will encounter. All right, so you have to allow yourself to say, you know what? I can overcome this. I've been there, done that. I have to keep persevering, and I'm not going to let anybody to infiltrate my space here to keep me from moving forward with what I need to do. Okay? So make sure that you find that power within you. It's getting that from God. All right? Pray about it. Meditate. Really, really work on that mind space. Okay? Meditation is going to help you do that. But whatever it is that you're going through, know that this is temporary. This too shall pass, Aquarius. But you are the one to be responsible to get yourself out of this. God will help you when you come more to the light. This is dark energy, all right? God doesn't dwell in that dark energy. It's too low vibrational, so you got to meet God halfway. Get yourself out of this. Use that wand, like in the 7 of Wands and the Rider-Waite card, that Ace of Wands, to burn away all of this stuff right here. You have that power to overcome this. And if you're feeling alone, you're not alone. Go talk to your guides. Go talk to people who are going to be supportive. Don't worry about asking for help. It's not a sign of weakness. Okay? And don't pretend that everything's fine, because I feel that from some of you. Some people might ask you, oh, hey, how's it going? Oh, yeah, everything's great. Yet there's, I don't know, Aquarius, 9 of Swords, that doesn't seem like everything's great to me. And I'm not trying to be an ass here. You know, for those of you who've watched me for a while, I speak the truth. And sometimes the truth is hard to hear. But if you are not in that truth, and if you're not being honest with yourself, then you're not going to really attract that abundance and those blessings that God has waiting for you. It takes a lot of hard work, but you have to be honest with yourself here. So I'm getting a sense where some of you are kind of like, it's kind of like being guarded, especially if I'm getting the sense where some of you are being asked or like for pretending everything's okay when you're really in this state and you really are not in despair. You got to get yourself out of your, get out of your head. And when I look at this card here with the 9 of Swords, you see how her head is in her hands? And I think I've done this in your reading before. You got to open that up. Okay, this is you. What you need to do is you have to close the hands and start praying. Just like here, like what I said. You see these hands right here? Instead of being like crying about it and just being like, oh my God, like, why am I going through this? Fold those hands and pray about it. Get your head out of your hands and stop having this pity party. Really go to, you have all the support up here. Go give it to God. Talk to God. Talk to your guides, your angels. You really have to get to a place of center a balanced state here. Meditation is a big thing for some of you. Okay? And if you're resorting to things like, you know, substance abuse or smoking or drinking or something to kind of fix this, you are making it worse for yourself. Turn this into this. Start praying more. Start meditating. Do some breath work. If you need help with that, come ask me. We can work on that together. Okay? But whatever this is, you're not alone in doing this. And I know if you guys are doing some spiritual work here, it's tough, especially when you're doing it in solitude. But if you got to reach out for people who are truly supportive, go ahead and reach out. If not, then you're going to have to do something about this. You're responsible to get yourself out of this. Stop resisting. Let God in. Give this to God and start praying to your angels, your guides, all of that stuff. Strength. You have way more strength than you think you do, Aquarius. But it comes from within. It's igniting the personal power. It's like the emperor energy is within you. That divine masculine Christ is within you. You just got to dig deep and find that. And really be in your courage and your confidence, this fearlessness to keep pushing forward. Don't let any of this crap get the best of you. You are way stronger and more powerful than you think. Have some compassion for yourself and have some compassion for others, especially if they're putting you into this Nine of Swords energy. Because if people are going through this shit too, you're attracting this. So you're going to have to cut some cords or something if that's resonating with you, okay? You got to work on your healing. This is like recovery right here. You have to understand that you are stronger and more powerful than you think you are. With that infinity symbol, you have unlimited potential. But it's like you're thinking that you don't. But you do. Does this have to do with relationships? A soulmate, a counterpart thing? If you're doing your healing and you're telling people to not back down, or you're telling your counterpart, no, I'm not going to come. You can't get to me. You can't cause this. Remember, if you're allowing other people to put you in this state, that's on you. It's on you, Aquarius. I know I can say that because this is exactly what I did. I allowed people to get me to here until I realized, no, I got to get into alignment with myself. If I want more harmonious, like-minded relationships, remember, this is not just true love or anything. This is harmonious, like-minded relationships, business partnerships, okay? In order to have this, you got to break away from this. You're really going to have to go through that leveling up here with building up your strength and your personal power. And if there's a counterpart or a twin flame like affecting this for you, you really need to, you're being tested here to see how strong you are. And some of you may not even be going to your guides or angels for strength. Instead of asking God to just get you out of the storm, ask God to give you the strength to get through the storm. Don't tell him to get you out of it, because you won't learn your lessons and you won't be this powerful being in the future when it comes ready for you to actually do your life's mission. Page of Wands. All right. Maybe you got some communication that wasn't pleasant or something, or caused you to be in this, or somebody was coming forward with like, the Page of Wands can be like a very sexual person, very childish, very immature. Okay, maybe somebody came in with some immature conversation or something like that, or maybe there was, or maybe you received word of an exciting new endeavor, something new here, because it's a page. You got good news of something, and it kind of changed something for you. Some news is testing you. Are you ready and willing to do what it takes to go through with whatever this is? That's for some of you, not for all of you. Maybe that message is calling you some grief here. You're freaking out. I don't know. Take it how it resonates. This could also be you really need to take that chance and just go through with it. Do not worry about any challenges you're going to face because you can overcome them. This is the beginning of you really finding your courage and confidence and that fearlessness within you to just go for it and say, you know what? As difficult as it's going to be, I can overcome this. I'm not going to allow myself to get into Nine of Swords energy when I hit like a roadblock. I have to have that optimism and that positive energy, that positive mindset to get me through whatever this is. All right? Yikes. Ten of Swords, guys. Whatever this is, be optimistic. You may feel like you've hit rock bottom, or you feel betrayed, or there's something with like a divorce that's kind of like affecting you, or maybe you got news of getting divorced or something like that. I don't know. But you have to understand that you have to release this pain and suffering. She doesn't have any swords in her back. She knows that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. She's moving towards the light. She's heading in that direction. All of this pain and suffering and this angst and hitting rock bottom, that was necessary for her to go through her awakening and to start realizing that she has the support of her angels, her guides, and her ancestors. And that it's always darkest before the dawn. Let's see what the obstacle here is. What is the obstacle in this situation? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian, Syrians, please and thank you. Thank you. Death and rebirth. It's if you want things to change, Aquarius, you have to change internally. You want your external world to change, you have to change your inner world. It's not the other way around. You gotta stop resisting doing the work and changing. You gotta face your fears. You really have to stand up for what you believe in. And don't let anybody interfere with that. Nobody could take your power away. If you get into Nine of Swords, you're allowing people to take power away, or even the dark forces take the power away. You gotta face those demons, those things that are trying to come at you. Again, could be spiritual attacks. You got to face those fears. And if the devil's coming after you, Aquarius, just tell the devil, like, you can't do anything to me. You know what I used to do? Man, when the devil came after me, I have some stories. I even have some physical marks, okay? From when I started my awakening phase. Holy cow. I had so much fear instilled in me. I even had like sleep paralysis. It was the craziest thing. And I was like, I never had felt so much fear in my life. And then when it started to happen again, every time I was leveling up, you know what I would do? I would pray to Archangel Michael. Then I would flat out say that the devil's like, you know, I love you, devil. I know you don't want to do this. I know what you're doing. As soon as I said, I love you, devil, I am sending you unconditional love, even though you are the devil. And it sounds crazy. Everything stopped. And I haven't had that happen since. It probably happened 2 or 3 times when I said the same thing. It hasn't happened in a long time. So maybe that's what's going on for somebody here. Okay? But this is really about, you really have to overcome those fears here. You got to stare death in the face. It's like maybe somebody is literally afraid of death. Okay? Now that I understand death better, this is more about death is only for the 3D body, guys. Because we are an infinite being. We are souls living a human experience. Right? So if there's somebody here who's literally afraid of death, there's no need to be. And it takes a little bit of time to really get to understand that. But I think the bigger thing here is that a lot of you have to undergo through this metamorphosis. This is a challenge. This rebirth is a challenge. You guys are purging. All right. When you get into Nine of Swords energy, it happens during the process. I said it happened to me. You got to release that. Okay. But you cannot stay in Nine of Swords indefinitely. That just makes things worse. And you fall into a downward spiral. And it gets really tough to get out of. You're emerging into this new being. So allow yourself to do the purging, to face your demons, to face your fears, and overcome them. This is you killing off the old self to make room for the new Aquarius to emerge. This profound change has to happen, guys, in order for you to go through that transfiguration, to go through that transformation. You can't undergo a transformation without doing the internal changes. The outside world is not going to change you. You have to be the change you wish to see. And that means facing your demons, your fears, facing the past head on, really looking deep down within yourself and saying, yeah, you know what? I really need to change this about myself. I have to stop resisting. I have to stop listening to what everybody else is telling me to do. I got to stand by my truth here. I got to stop allowing the outside influences to affect me. I have to listen to my divine guidance. I have to listen to my heart. And if I know I have to face death head on, I'm going to do it. This is like fear about change. Fear about really changing out of who you are. But you are becoming your 5D self here, Aquarius. But if you don't undergo this stuff, you are not going to be in alignment with your heart's desires. That is the truth right here, because you want these blessings, you want a better life. You're going to have to do the hard work and kill off your old self. You're going to have to walk away from the past and leave it behind. But learn from it so that you can grow, learn, and evolve, so you can undergo this phoenix rising from the ashes phase. The end is only the beginning, Aquarius. You want things to change. You have to do the changing. As I talk about change, it's right here. 5 of Pentacles. Low self-esteem, pity party. I said that. I said that with the 9 of Swords. Woe is me. I can't believe this. I feel like a victim. Like, you know what? I'm not going to come out of this. Everybody who screwed me over, they should, you know, be sent to hell, or they should get their karma, blah, 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 blah. What is that going to do? If that's resonating with you, Aquarius, what is that going to do for you? Nothing. Nothing. You have the power to get out of this. There's the key right there. You've had the key within you all along. That's your personal power right there with that 7 of Wands. This is not where God wants you to be, Aquarius. And again, you're feeling like this, down and out. I feel like shit, nothing good is happening for me. There could be illness here, okay? Some of you may be suffering from illnesses. I did talk about watch with Saturn retrograde, because that could bring upon more illnesses here if you're experiencing that. Or something may happen where you get chronically ill or something. You can't dwell on this energy, Aquarius. If you're going through this, you're going to have to be the one to change things. Raise your vibration. There's financial hardships here for some of you. Illnesses. You're feeling rejected, left out on the cold. But you know what? Rejection is protection. Please understand when I tell you that when things aren't working out your way and you keep being left out on the cold, you keep being rejected by people, jobs, things, whatever this is, that's because God is purging out those people, those jobs, those experiences, because they are not part of your destiny. They're not part of your transformation. They are not going to go where you are headed, Aquarius. So let those things happen. And don't get saddened about it. Don't feel all this grief and sit there with your head between your legs. It's like with the head in your hands. You can't manifest anything by you doing this. There's no light emitting from you. There's no vitality. There's no solar plexus energy chakra emitting out of you, because some of you, your solar plexus is shot, okay? There's no way you can have anything change if you are in these lower vibrational energies. It's not how it works. What works is when you stay in Five of Pentacles and you're feeling having a pity party for yourself and you're feeling like a victim, like everything bad happens to me, nothing good happens to me. Well, you know what? It's going to continue to happen to you if you stay like that. You're going to have to do something about it. You may feel like you're trying, but this is going to be hard for somebody to hear. You may not be trying hard enough, because doing the inner work, undergoing this awakening, this transformation process, it's hard. And you have to give up a lot to go through this. You have to deal with a lot. You have to be rejected a lot. You have to be thrown out in the cold a lot in order for you to understand what this process really is for you, because you are purging out a lot of crap. That has to go in order for the new stuff to come in. All right? So don't get caught up in this. There's no need for that. And if you want to stay in this, Aquarius, that's fine. It's your prerogative. But don't expect miracles to happen. Don't expect more blessings to come your way if you're having a lack mentality, if you're lowering your vibration to this level and just feeling like a victim all the time. You have to be the victor, not the victim, with that Ten of Swords that we saw. Victim mentality gets you nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. Because nobody put you in that prison, Aquarius, but yourself, because you gave your power to everything and everyone else. And it made you feel depleted. It made you feel like this. There is recovery here. Okay? But you're going to have to be the one to do that. Things will improve. There is a turning point here. There will be positive changes when you let go of the past. You kill it off. You walk away from that and you really face yourself and say, I need to change. It's like that Michael Jackson song. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. If you want to make the world a better place, to go look at yourself and make that change. It all starts with us, Aquarius. And with you being Aquarius, that is humanity. That is community. That is helping the collective. It starts with you, though. It doesn't start outside of yourself. It starts with you first. You got to rise up. Because you already have that power within you. You're going to have to tell yourself, I'm not going to be like this faceless person. You really need to show the world who you really are, and you really need to understand who you are underneath this cloak. It's time to take off that hood. Nobody's going to do it for you. Look, there's a tower. You cannot resist change anymore, Aquarius. Some of you may have gone through a tower moment that left you this. That left you like this. You're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. God came in, divine intervention, to get you to see something really huge here, Aquarius. Because God said, you're not on the path that I told you to be on, Aquarius. It's time for you to get on that path and to stop feeling like a victim. Stop with the pity party. Stop doubting. It's like you feel like you're not lovable, that nothing good comes to you. It's because you're thinking that all the time for some of you. Remember, this is only for some. It's not for all. okay? You cannot resist the inevitable here. Some of you are stalling. God keeps trying to come in to correct stuff, and you're like, nope, nope, I'm not doing it. That's not the path I'm supposed to take. How do you know? God knows better than you, Aquarius. Don't think you know everything. I sure as hell didn't know everything. And then when I was like, okay, I got to go through this, and it was challenging. This was hard shit, but I would not be where I'm at today if I didn't go through that shit. You have to go through that dark to understand what the light really is here. You cannot have light without dark. So let the tower fall. Don't try to pick up the pieces of that tower and build the same tower with the rubble. Go make something different. God wants you to build a castle, not the other tower that he just crumbled to the ground. Don't go back to picking up those pieces and building up that same structure, because the structure that you were living in was not solid. It was not whole. It was not stable. That's why it's crashing down. You can't resist it anymore, Aquarius. You can't. You got to allow God to just come in and just say, hey, I know what I'm doing, Aquarius. Stop with the delays. It's just stalling again. Maybe there's a thing here where now I'm getting another message. There's another group of you, actually a few of you, who've been like, you've been tested a whole lot, and you're saying, nope, I'm not backing down. I'm not giving up. I'm going to persevere. I'm going to keep going. You're holding your center. You're fighting off all these demons. You're fighting off all these people who are trying to get you in a different direction. And you're like, nope, I'm standing by my truth with conviction. I'm standing by my convictions with truth, honesty, and integrity. I'm going to keep going because I know what God wants me to do. You're staying above the worry, the anxiety, the stress, because it looks like people are trying to get you off your path. All right? But others of you, you're like, nope, I'm not having it. There is a huge change coming your way. Something that you've never experienced before. This is a whole different life here for some of you. For that small group, it's the end of you being tested and trying to hold your ground, to stand your ground, and to fight for what you believe in, because you've been attacked, whether it's by the dark forces or by other people. Other people have been trying to tell you what to do, where to go, how to live your life, and you're like, no, this is my life. I know what I'm doing. God is showing me what I'm supposed to do. Because you've already gone through this transformation. And now that you've been overly tested for this phase here, for a few of you, Aquarius, that is coming to an end. It's over. Major, profound change is happening because you've passed those tests. You've gone through a total overhaul, complete renewal. You know who you are. You've faced your demons. You've gone through the death rebirth process. And now God is going to bring about that change. Okay? Because probably before you were really having a hard time trying to overcome this. You could very well have been dealing with financial hardships and disappointments. But what I'm getting for the other small group of you, huge changes are coming because you've gone through all that and you've won. You've passed with flying colors. You're getting out of the woods. Things are improving. There's a major turning point happen. You're going to live life completely differently, nothing like you've ever lived before, because you've really you've done your work. You've really done your work. Okay? This is rebuilding. God is helping you to rebuild a new structure, building the castle instead of the tower that you were in. All right. You accepted things the way they were. You didn't put yourself in a hole. You knew that you took that key and you walked through that door. You accepted this because you knew it was, like, I don't know, part of your karma. You had to go through these financial hardships to understand the value of money, the value of yourself, your worth, who you really are, that you're not a victim type of thing. There's a huge recovery here. I talked about that with the Strength card. Positive changes are now happening. And even though you got rejected and you had all this opposition, you were being attacked and people were leaving you out in the cold, God saw this because you stayed above ground, you stayed above the water, and now God's coming in to change everything. Major surprises and miracles and blessings are coming to those who stayed above the water, who've been obedient, who've listened to the divine guidance, and they did not fall back down. Again, they weren't backing down. The Tom Petty card. That's why I love calling that the Tom Petty card. And it's funny because my guides are telling me it's because there's something else with the Tom Petty card there, with the name in itself. So now God is coming in. I'm now coming in, Aquarius. I'm getting you out of this. Even though you've really been persevering, you were seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Things are going to be improving. You're out of the woods now. There's major changes happening. Fast, sudden changes. And things are going to... I said for some of you, you're going to be shot out of a cannon last week, did I not? It's the energy's still there. It's gaining momentum, Aquarius. I mean, these are rapid, profound changes. You're going to be like, what in the hell happened to my life? How did this happen? Things are shifting out of nowhere. There could be some sudden travel that you have to take. Somebody could be communicating to you out of the blue. That changes everything. You could have an unexpected visitor. That could be like divine intervention. Someone shows up out of the blue, communicates out of the blue, or shows up to communicate with you and steps on your door. Knocks on your door. Knock, knock. I'm here. Okay? I'm telling you, for whoever this is for, you've done that work, you are going to be shifting completely because God's like, I know I'm making up for lost time. God worked really, really hard on you and worked on your situation, but so did you, Aquarius. You know who you are. But I'm telling you, for those of you who've really, really done the hard work, I mean, the changes that are happening in your life are going to be a spectacle to see. It's going to be incredible what's happening. You will blink and your life won't be the same ever again. All right? A lot of fast movement. A lot of things are going to be going on. There's a lot of excitement, a lot of activity, because probably before there really wasn't much of it. But you're coming out of this, Aquarius. Oh my God, the Fool. Yep. You're definitely beginning a completely different life. One you've never lived before. I'm telling you, you're going to blink and your life's never going to be the same again. It's completely new. So many things are going to be happening for some of you. And when that happens, especially communication comes in or there's something that shifts drastically, have faith. This is where God wants you to take you. And remember to keep yourself grounded when all those changes happen. There's positive changes coming for some of you. That's still at the top of the deck. The worst is now over. There's communication coming in. Some exciting new endeavor. It could require you to travel. There's something new starting here. You got to take that chance. All right. Let's see what lesson you are learning from all of this, aside from everything I already talked about, already channeled. What lesson is Aquarius learning from this? Yep, I'm hearing the Tom Petty song. No, I won't back down. Some of you were really, really tested, probably over the weekend. I'm hearing some of you went through some like final tests or something. We have the Two of Wands. We have the Nine of Cups. Again, I'm hearing you can't give up. Wow. 10 of Cups and the 8 of Pentacles? Holy shit. Nine of Swords at the... Nine of Swords again. What am I saying? Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Okay. For those of you who need to stop resisting these changes, you got to let go of the past and walk away from it, because that past is not where your future lies. It's not where your destiny is. It's not where your abundance and your blessings are. Okay? Lesson. She goes through some difficult experiences. Why? Because she gains wisdom from them. She uses discernment. She's assertive but not aggressive, because she knows where her path of truth is. When she's dealing with bullshit, she doesn't deal with it. She cuts it out. So I was saying, with all these people coming after you or attacks, whatever this is, she's like, no, 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 no. I'm not dealing with that bullshit. She walks away. She's like, I'm not. I don't have to deal with it. She's definitely not a victim. When shit happens in her life, she knows why she's going through the shit. She sees the humor in the situation because she knows it's helping her to learn lessons about herself. Stuff that is in her birth chart, right? You got your self noted. You have all of these things that you need to overcome. And wherever your Saturn is part of your karma, your lesson learning, right? That's the teacher. That's the Lord of Karma. We all go through challenges. Swords are about challenges and life's experiences. And she knows that there is no growth, there is no wisdom gained, there is no knowledge gained if she doesn't go through challenges. She takes that challenge and she transmutes that. She takes the dark and transmutes it into light. And she finds the gem and those experiences that she's learned from, the hard, difficult things. It makes her stronger, especially mentally strong, where she's not giving in to that Nine of Swords. She doesn't allow anything to cause her despair, anxiety, stress. It's like what's happened to me. Some weird stuff happens in my life. I'm like, okay, this is a challenge, but you know what? I am not going to give in to the stress, anxiety, the despair, the negative thoughts, because I know God is building me up. God is preparing me for something greater. I need to bite the bullet. I need to just cut those thoughts off. And I just have to continue to persevere and continue to learn from this experience as I'm growing and I'm evolving. You could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You could be dealing with the shadow side of the Queen of Swords, someone who's controlling, who is very mentally, verbally abusive, who is manipulative, especially who plays a lot of very clever mind games to try to get people to do things her way. Okay? If you're dealing with that, Aquarius, leave that alone. You have the power to not deal with this person. If this is a very condescending, cold, calculated ice queen, you do not have to deal with this. You cut that out. That's for some of you, not for all of you. The others of you, you're gaining a lot of wisdom from your hardships. We saw that Five of Pentacles. It's a hardship, especially financially, or even with your health, okay? You can't let that take you down. All right? This is also about being fair. Some of you think that life isn't fair. Why did I get the short end of the stick? Why is this happening? Why is that not happening? If you guys really really look deep down inside to better understand why you're going through the things you're going through, you're going to get it. And I will say for some of you, and I've seen some birth charts, if you don't know, if you haven't had your birth chart read, I highly recommend that you do. Because that's really going to explain a lot as to why you're having to go through what you're going through and what you are learning from that. Some people have really challenging birth charts compared to others. But remember, you signed up for this. It may sound weird to you because you're looking at it from a 3D perspective. Your higher self signed up for this because your higher self knows how to overcome these challenges. Your higher self is already a very brilliant, intelligent individual. Own up to it. Understand that that's who you are and really let go of those self-limiting beliefs about yourself. Lesson number 1. You can't let indecision keep you from moving forward, Aquarius. There's a whole world out there for you to explore. It's time for you to step out of your comfort zone. It's stepping away from your south node into your north node. Your north node is where you're supposed to be heading towards. That's your life's purpose. You're starting to put in this hard work. You're at the 2. Don't stop there. There's a 7 over there. You have to keep going. There's like this restlessness inside of you. It's like, I know I need to do more. I can't just, I make progress and then I get stuck here because it's too hard and it's too painful. That's part of the process. As challenging as it is, but you did sign up for this, Aquarius. You did. There's something about travel here. Some of you want to travel the world. You want to move somewhere, then go do it. Go ask God to help you with the money, the funds, or how to go about doing this. Or trust that God is going to show you the way if that has to do with travel. All right? But it's like you being stuck at a crossroads and you not taking the path less traveled, you're going to stay stuck. You're going to stay in complacency. You're going to stay in that 3D person that you are instead of really elevating to who you need to be. You got to have a lot more faith. You have the world in your hands. You have the power to create the life that you want, but you're going to have to step out of your comfort zone to do it. You're going to have to step out of your comfort zone, make those changes, like face those fears. You don't know where you're headed, but it doesn't matter because if you're following your divine guidance, God's going to lead you to where you need to be. You need to reevaluate your plans, then do it. This is also my Hold the Vision, Trust the Process card. Trust in the process, Aquarius. It is not an easy journey. And please don't compare your journeys to other people's. Don't compare your life's experiences to other people's experiences because everyone signed up for something different. But every person who is watching this has the ability to create the life that they want. Define your purpose. Start making adjustments. You know what it is you need to do. 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups, and the 8 of Pentacles. Some of you got to stop involving yourselves in inauthentic relationships, being emotionally balanced. You're ultimately responsible for your happiness, your well-being, getting your emotions stable here. That's on you. You got to put in the hard work. You got to stop repeating the same cycles, doing it over and over and over again. I can't step out of my comfort zone. I can't step out of my comfort zone. I can't do this. I can't do that. There's no way. That's bullcrap, Aquarius. You already have that power within you to do it. Stop falling into these inauthentic connections here. That's for some of you, not for all of you. There's some emotional imbalance here. With this 9 of Cups and this 10 of Cups, oh my goodness. Get back to center. There could be some family issues for a few of you. Okay? For a few of you. That could be family coming after you too. Right? Don't do this, Aquarius. Don't do that, Aquarius. Why? They don't know where you're going. They don't know the plans God has for you. They're not God. They didn't create your life. They didn't create, your plans, if you know what I'm talking about. There's a misalliance here. Maybe maybe for some of you, your family members, you're no longer aligned with some of your family members. And that's okay. It happens. It's what's been happening to me. I'm like all the way over here, and the rest of my family's over here. And then they start telling me things, and then it's like, oh, should I go backwards? Nope. I'm like, what am I doing? And this is not to say that I'm better than my family members. It's not to say that I'm better than anybody else. It's just that I'm on a different level. But I've done a lot of work, and I see a lot of things more clearly now because of that. I'm always like following my divine guidance here. And I'm making sure that I'm centered when I do that. There could also be a false sense of security with the 10 of Cups here in this position. All right. Now, I'm also hearing be careful with trying to conform to what your family wants you to do instead of what you want to do, because this is your ultimate fulfillment. You making your dreams, your wishes, your aspirations come true, and then you kind of following what the family wants for you. That's what I'm hearing. Okay? You know what is right for you, Aquarius. Don't let anybody tell you any different. Even if you're the only one who sees things differently than everybody else, but you know deep down inside what God has told you, where God wants you to go, what messages you've been given. There's a big emotional imbalance here. Some of you really got to stop repeating those same cycles, especially with letting family get the best of you. Okay, that's for some of you, not for all of you. This could also be drinking. I did talk about that. Because these two cards together, the shadow side of this is doing things in excess, materialism, drinking in excess, right? Selfishness, addictions. Be very careful with that. Some of you are repeating the same cycle of getting addicted to these. You're thinking that this is a blissful connection and you want somebody to be a companion. You want somebody to be there for you or have this 10 of Cups, but they're really not the 10 of Cups. It's like a false sense of security that you think you are in a happy marriage or a happy family when you know you're not. Or a happy connection, a balanced connection when you know you're not. Stop trying to fill a void with something that you can't fill the void with. It's really time to get back into doing what Aquarius wants to do for Aquarius. Everybody has different lives. Everybody has different journeys. But here's the thing. You got to stop pretending, right? I did talk about there's somebody here who's pretending that they're all happy and stuff, but they're really not, because you really feel empty and hollow inside. And some of you are resorting to some sort of addiction to kind of fill that void, to make you think that everything's okay when it isn't. That's something you're going to have to change. You're going to have to face that reality here. You have to face that demon, that fear of you, you know, yeah, I'm kind of faking my happiness. I'm trying to fill a void with these addictions, with drinking, smoking, substance abuse, whatever this is. Finding a relationship just to be in a relationship, to not really deal with your true feelings. That has got to stop if you're doing that. That's for some of you, not for all of you. You want the 10 of Cups, Aquarius? You got to get to the 9 of Cups first. And you got to find your happiness without finding it outside of yourself, because this is found within, not outside. You got to embark on that journey to find your own happiness. When you get to the 9, you attract the 10. This is agape level. This is high vibrational energy. This is violet flame. You get in alignment with this. Someone will come forward who's aligned with you, and you will have that happily ever after. But you got to do the work. And you got to stay committed to it. Some days you're not going to want to do it, and I'm going to be completely honest. Some days I don't even want to do these readings. But then I have to push myself. I was like, nope, I got a mission. I got to stay dedicated to my mission. I got to continue to persevere and push through with this. Because sometimes I will repeat the same message over and over and over and over, and it gets taxing. It gets annoying. I'm going to be completely honest with you here, because I am human and I speak my truth. But at the end of the day, when I go back to doing it, I start to remember it brings me this. The spirit and service that I do, being obedient to God and following my mission, I always am reminded it brings me joy. Because I know somebody out there is heeding this guidance, and I'm helping at least one person. If it's just one, I'm fine with it. Before, I had a hard time with that, because I have this complex where I want to save the whole planet, but that's not fully my job. Okay. And I'm like, I got to stick to this. I got to stay committed to doing my spiritual practice for myself, and for doing these readings for the collective. Because essentially what I'm also trying to do is try to get people to get to here. Because it is possible. Because if I can get to here, so could you, Aquarius. Now, for the others of you, where I said massive, profound changes are happening, you're going to be living a completely different life. It's because you were Queen of Swords. You cut out what didn't serve you. You used discernment. You were assertive and not aggressive. You were always speaking your truth, even if people attacked you for it, even if people said things in your face, even if people doubted you. You're like, nope, I don't care. Even if people don't like what you have to say, it doesn't matter to you, because you knew that you were speaking your truth. And you became a lot wiser from all of those hardships that you went through, all of those lessons that you learned. You cut out a lot of bullshit in your life, and you didn't deal with that opposition. You didn't let those people get to you. You didn't people please. Maybe that was a lesson for you. A huge one. He said, nope. I don't have to please everybody. I only please God. And that's what you did. And now, you are in your power. You understood what fairness is. You gained a lot of mental strength, because a lot of things tried to get in your head to take you off of your path. And you said, nope. I know what this is. I'm not going to allow anyone to dethrone me. Especially, I'm not going to allow those negative thoughts to take me off of the path that God put me on. This is a beginning of some new partnership for some of you. This could also be, okay, now I was talking about divorce. I have to go back to this. Some of you, this is about a divorce. Learn your lessons from why you went through that or why you're going through it. I know I did. There were huge lessons that I learned from that. This is also about independence. You don't need anybody or anyone to fulfill that happiness, right? Right here. You don't need anybody to fill that void. You don't. So the others of you, there's a partnership coming. This is the beginning of a new partnership. Could be business, could be romantic in nature. This is you embarking on that new life now with this new partnership with whatever this is. There could be, again, travel here. Maybe there's travel on the horizon for you. But you know you can overcome those challenges. Maybe you're making plans to move or plans to travel. You're kind of sitting there at the window. You're like, I'm ready to go with this Ace of Wands. You've made some plans. You were kind of hoping for things, perhaps. You were holding the vision, trusting the process. You're ready to step over to the next phase of your life. And for some of you, when I talked about those massive changes happening, it's 9 of Cups and 10 of Cups. Your wishes are coming true here, Aquarius. For those of you who've put in that hard work, you stayed committed to what you needed to do. You've worked very, very hard to get to here. And because you've passed all your tests, I said with flying colors, right? Look at the rainbow here and the rainbow energy here, right? You continued to work your craft. You achieved spiritual mastery and self-mastery. You completed that work. 10 is about completion. You found that happiness within yourself. You found the buried treasure from within. It wasn't found outside of yourself, and you learned that the hard way. And now all your dreams are coming true. Your wishes are coming true here, Aquarius. There's also material wealth. For some of you, your finances are really changing for the better, okay? If you're going through financial hardships, you could be like marrying somebody or coming into union with somebody who's going to help you with this material wealth here, because this is windfall of money, material wealth, all of these wishes coming true, living the good life, very satisfied, very happy and content because you're emotionally fulfilled. All these things are coming to you. It's that buried treasure. You knew where the buried treasure was all along. And because you found that, now you're attracting this. Again, with the material wealth, this is material and emotional wealth right here. Happily ever after. True love. You could be blending families. Maybe you have one kid, the other person has a kid. You're going to have this happy home, happy life. You've always wanted this because you started to realize what was really important. It wasn't about the money anymore. It was about having a divine companionship, a divine relationship, something where it was the higher level of love. That's what this is. This is agape love right here. This is an agape relationship. This is a divine love here between two people who were vibrating at that frequency. It's because you were vibrating at this that you attracted this. So whatever you've been wishing for, Aquarius, for whoever you are, you stayed dedicated, committed to that hard work, that inner work here, you are getting some incredible blessings here. I did say profound changes. You're going to be living a life that you've never lived before. This is total happily ever after right here. You're getting everything you could have ever wanted, and then some. But that's because you found this. That treasure was always buried within you because you found that key within yourself. And when you unlocked that door with that Five of Pentacles card, the treasure was right behind that door all along. And now you're going to have this. This is amazing, amazing energy right here. You may have been seeing the Ten of Cups a lot lately. It's not a joke if you've been seeing it a lot, Aquarius. That rainbow, it's the godsend. It's the blessing. God promised you something. He said, I'm going to give you this, but you got to work for it. And some of you did. You worked very hard for it. And now that wish is coming true. A lot of your dreams, your wishes, your hopes, and aspirations are coming true. And this is part of it. This is a beautiful life, a beautiful family. You may even be having more kids with this person if you already have kids, or having kids, period, even if you don't have kids. That's for some, not for all. You're going to be so happy, Aquarius. You're going to be beyond cloud 9. It's such a huge change for you. You're going to be like, I cannot believe this is my life. Let's put the Ten of Cups up there. Holy balls, it's the Ten of Cups, at Ten of Pentacles at the top of the deck. Jeez Louise, Aquarius, for whoever put in that hard work, the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. Psh, wow. With the Nine of Cups, okay. When I talk about material wealth, I'm not joking here. Your financial status is really going to change. You're marrying into a family or somebody who has a lot of wealth or family legacy or some family business or something like that. Maybe the person you're marrying acquired this inheritance and they're like rich or wealthy or something like that. And you're, holy moly, Aquarius. I'm telling you, like that life there, you've worked so hard for. I said it's gonna be better than you expected. You're being blessed with so many things. This is a long-term relationship. This is very stable and solid and structured. There's also a home coming with this. There may be somebody who's moving to a mansion, is what I'm hearing. Okay. Again, family here. You're blending families. You're having kids of your own. There could even be a dog with that too. There is definitely something with blending families here for some of you. Okay. This is an ultimate achievement for you, Aquarius. Your hard work has definitely paid off. So congratulations to whoever you are. There's a lot of happiness here because you found the happiness within and you didn't let anybody take that away from you. There's somebody coming in with an offer. Very serious, very dependable. Took a long time to get here, but this person was very, very serious about putting a lot of details into this offer. But this is coming from a trustworthy, dedicated, devoted individual, someone who worked very hard on their healing, someone who didn't want to rush into that because they wanted to do it right. So there's an offer coming in. There's also something about your financial status is going to change. Someone's coming in with money to help you with something, or you're marrying into this, okay? But this is change in your financial status for the better. There's also something about moving to the countryside or moving somewhere rural or a gated community or something like that. Yeah, see, justice. Justice is being restored. Things are being balanced out. Karmic rebalancing. That's what Saturn brings. Saturn goes retrograde on the 4th, 5th of June. We're going to keep these two out here. Oh gosh, I didn't expect to be talking this long, but it happens. Right? I can't get caught up in that. But, yeah, for the others of you, you see with this reading, if you're not there yet, don't fall into despair, please, because this is not easy, okay? God is not going to bless those who take the easy way out. God's not going to bless those with 10 of Cups, 9 of Cups, and the 10 of Cups, 9 of Cups, and the 10 of Pentacles for not doing the hard work. That's why, like, people think that it's like it's impossible. That 10 of Swords is believing in the impossible. God makes all things possible. But he expects us to go through the bullshit and to do the work and to really see things for how they are. Again, it's learning those lessons and not complaining about it. She doesn't complain about the hard knocks of life because she knows that's part of her path. She knows it's going to make her some incredibly powerful person. Let's see what your guidance is. What guidance do we have for Aquarius? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Syrians. Please and thank you. Wow. Okay, I had a feel. Is there a debt paid off in here? Because that's what I heard. Lord Jesus. Look at all this. We have flower power. Spend time with flowers and flower essences to increase your personal healing power. Emotional healing. As your heart heals of old emotional pain, you receive new blessings and love. Exactly. You do the emotional healing. God brings you 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles and 9 of Cups, Aquarius. Summer. Everything that you're asking for becomes yours in the summertime. We're approaching summer in about a month. I'm recording this on May 23rd. You've got the power. What did I say? Use your abilities to resolve the situation. You can do it. You have more power than you realize. Business venture. Trust and follow through on a new business idea or career opportunity. New home. Moving is a step in the right direction for you. Bottom of the deck. I was talking about a new home. Did I not say that? 10 of Pentacles. Some of you might be moving into a mansion. That's what I heard. Ask for what you want. Or your luxury home or the home of your dreams. Something like that. Whatever that is. Because there's dreams here. There's the home of your dreams. Ask for what you want. Let the universe and other people know what you need. Some of you have done this. And you've let it go to the universe and you've trusted in that. Okay? I will read all the cards because they want me to, even though there's a lot. I will just stay up late doing the final version of this. Oh, it's 1:17. That's not so bad. I'm looking at the timer. And yes, this reading is done late because my day was a little bit different today. This card signifies that you'll benefit from the balancing and healing properties of flowers. Spend time in a garden or even at a florist shop and surround your home with fresh flowers. As you breathe in the fragrances, feel their magical healing abilities bathing every cell of your body. The fairies also suggest that you buy a bottle or two of pure flower essences, which are available at most health food stores. Use rose oil to open your heart to love, for instance, or sprinkle lavender oil on your pillows and sheets to calm your nerves. Additional meanings for this card are: use flower essences in your healing work with others, study aromatherapy, make sachets or dried lavender eye pillows, plant a flower garden, send a loved one some flowers. Whatever sticks to you, Aquarius, that is your message from whatever I read. Emotional healing. Some of you still really need to persevere with this. This does not take a short amount of time. okay? It takes time to heal the heart chakra. This card significa, that's what I was going to say in Spanish. This card signifies that you're healing some old emotional pain. The first thing that comes to mind is exactly the issue you're resolving. As you let go of anger, guilt, or other emotional wounds, you awaken a new level of power within yourself that attracts everything you desire. And more. I was saying, and more. What did I say? Call upon the fairies as well as supportive people or professionals to help you through this time of healing. Know that you're lovable and that you deserve a happy heart. Additional meanings are, this situation you're asking about has an emotional basis. Physical healing occurs as a result of emotional healing. You're preparing for a new love by healing old hurt from a previous relationship or partnership. Consult with a professional counselor or join a support group. Journal about your feelings. This situation is bringing about tremendous personal growth. So I keep seeing this support group thing. I don't know if I think I said this in my last live. I think I'm going to create a group on my mobile app. It's completely free for a support group for those who are already in the chat who watch my lives. But there are other support groups that I'm going to be having for those who have memberships. I'm going to be doing extra special things for those people, doing lives and doing readings for them without having to have any payments or donations or anything. That's going to be an added thing for those who become members. And then we can have smaller groups, and then we can spend more time together talking about things. So whatever I said with those additional meetings, like I said, those are your messages. Just be honest with whatever your gut tells you. Summer. You've drawn this card because you wonder when your desires will manifest. This card represents the reassurance that your wishes have been heard, and divine timing is clearing the way for your answered prayers to come to you at a perfect time. In this case, you'll fully realize your dreams in the summer. Additional meanings are you're moving to a warmer location, spend some time outdoors in the sunshine or with a full spectrum light, take a vacation, especially to a warm, sunny place. Maybe some of you are taking a vacation to a warm, sunny place, and you're moving to a warmer location. Maybe you're going to move to where you're going to visit someplace, and then you're going to realize, oh, this is where I'm moving to. That's for somebody. So this applies with your dreams. All this happening in the summertime, that applies to those who've completed the work, who've passed the tests. Okay? You are vibrating at this 98% of the time on every given day, no matter what happens in your life. If that is you, and you know you've done the work, you've completed your emotional healing, you no longer have anger, bitterment, resentment, lack of forgiveness in that heart, you are fully clear, free and clear of all of that low vibrational crap, your stuff is happening in the summer. And I don't like to give time frames on things, but I'm getting very strongly for at least one person here, your dream life, your happily ever after, your heart's desires are happening in the summertime. Even if this is not 2022 when you watch this, if you know for damn sure that you've put in that hard work and you've been resisting, like you haven't been allowing people to take you down here, you weren't backing down, and you've been high vibrational no matter what, that's for you. Something about the summertime, things are really going to shift. Okay? And some of you are moving to a warmer location. Some of you need to take a vacation. Take some time off during the summer, recalibrate, work on your emotional healing. Doing these trips and everything is really going to help you. You've got the power. You know what's funny that comes after the summer card? What did I talk about travel? Look what it says. You may go to a location where you'll meet a significant person or even find your new place of residence. What did I just say? You've got the power. Where is it? You drew this card as a reminder that you're more powerful than you realize. Perhaps you've been feeling victimized lately. Well, the fairies want you to know that regardless of your age, size, or education, you've got incredible personal power. Even though the fairies are tiny beings, they channel the force of God and the universe. and you can also use it to resolve an issue, heal yourself or another, or manifest your material needs. All you have to do is believe. Additional meanings are let go of blame and focus upon solutions. Conduct energy healing work, especially through your hands. Reiki for somebody, engage in strength training exercises such as weightlifting. Follow your inner guidance to resolve a situation. Become an activist for an issue that's near and dear to your heart. Speak your truth to yourself and others. I was talking about some of you who are kind of not being truthful with how you are feeling. And again, I'm not trying to call you out. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm being honest. Business venture. Somebody, shit, man, your life is like, so many things are changing for you. You've been seeking a career change and your desire self-employment. This card signifies that your recent business ideas are valid and that you can trust your intuition with respect to your career. You'll soon receive an offer for a new job, promotion, or other career opportunity. We saw the Page of Wands, right? Take the time to meditate upon your true professional desires, as several options are becoming available to you. Additional meanings are your new business will be successful. Take action in the direction of your career dream. Write down and act upon your ideas for a new business. Trust your gut feelings about your profession. A positive career change is in the works for you. Your current business is experiencing a healthy transition. So some of you, if you have businesses, even your business is shifting here for the better. There's going to be positive changes with that too, okay? And others of you, if you're thinking of starting a new business, could be Reiki, could be, where's the flower power card? Healing with flower essences, creating essential oils, aromatherapy. If you've been leading to that, guys, go through with it. That is your calling. That is your gift. Go follow through with it. Don't second guess that stuff. All right, new home. It's funny how new home is the last one. New home. The fairies are so attuned to the earth's heartbeat that they can detect changes far before we're aware of them. This card comes to you because of the fairies foresee you moving to a new location with positive results. If you ask for their assistance, the fairies can help with this change, including letting go of your present home, releasing financial worries, and finding a wonderful new place. Additional meanings are take steps to move, such as contacting a real estate agent. A positive change in your finances allows you to afford a better home. Someone is moving in or out of your home. A relationship change heralds a move. Healing is occurring within your home. Consider a career helping others with their homes, such as feng shui, mural painting, landscaping, or house sitting. For somebody, what stuck out here was a relationship change heralds a move. Hence this energy right here. Because some of you are getting married. There's definitely marriage in the cards for some of you. Okay. Ask for what you want. Be clear on what you want, Aquarius. This card serves as a reminder of the importance of asking for your desires. The universe is much like a restaurant, and that you need to put in your order before anything can happen. Your current situation calls for action on your part. First, spend time clarifying your desires. Then, tell the universe clearly what you want. You can always qualify your request with the prayer, this or something better, so that you don't unwittingly limit yourself. However, you do need to make a clear decision about your desires. Additional meanings are, be honest with the people in your life. Tell the universe what you want. Write a list of your desires. Have a heart-to-heart talk with someone you're in a relationship with about your needs, boundaries, and expectations. Ask others to help you and accept that aid when it's offered. Expect a positive outcome, and your expectations will be rewarded. Be yourself. The situation calls for you to be your authentic self, which is the basis for your personal power. Oh my God, your wish is granted. What you've asked for is coming true. See, it's at the top of the deck, and now they want me to read that card. It's right there, guys. The wish card is there. You saw it. The fairies know how to magically manifest all their material needs and desires, and they also assist people like yourself in making their dreams come true. This card represents that the fairies are very happy to grant your wish. They work in concert with all the universal forces and energies, but you can also help your prayer rapidly manifest by going with the flow in your own life. Stay as centered and peaceful as possible because negativity could block your desire. What was I talking about? That Seven of Wands. Go outside in nature often to keep your spirit soaring with the magical energies of joy and gratitude. Additional meanings are a loved one is planning a surprise for you. Okay, tower moment maybe. I did say with the Eight of Wands, someone coming out of the blue, an unexpected message or something. Your thoughts are manifesting into form very quickly, so be sure that your silent prayers and spoken words are aligned with your desires and not your fears. Trust in the universe. Keep a sense of wonder and awe. Wonder and awe is tower card energy. Okay? Look what's after that. New career. Your work focus is shifting in a positive, new, and successful direction. Okay, Aquarius. Wow. All right. What other guidance do we have? I'm not going to shortchange. Who's saying that? Some dark force is coming in here being like, oh, Aquarius doesn't need to hear the rest of this. Whatever. All right. Let's see what other guidance we have for Aquarius. Ooh. Rose quartz crystal. Soothing and warm like love that flows. Once under your pillow, your magic grows. You know what's funny? I forgot to mention that with the flower power card. She's got crystals there too, in a sense. Some of you need to work with crystals. If you're trying to heal that heart chakra with emotional healing, rose quartz is going to do it. Wear a rose quartz bracelet. If it breaks, that means you don't need it anymore, or a necklace or earrings even. Put rose quartz underneath your pillow. Carry it in your pocket. This helps. That's the unconditional love crystal. It's Archangel Chamuel, Archangel Raphael. That's going to help you with your healing, okay? That also helps you with forgiveness and learning about unconditional love and having unconditional love for yourself and for others. Play. Step outside and feel the sun. Breathe the air. Play. Have some fun. Go out in nature. Go have some fun, Aquarius. Okay? Enjoy yourself. Some of you have done that. You just continue to play. You're out in the sun. You were enjoying your life. You've healed, your heart chakra. And then look what's underneath this, the 4-leaf clovers. You have found a 4-leaf clover. Unlucky times will soon be over. All my cards are falling. Celebrate. The time is right to shout out loud. Don't hesitate to jump around, okay? Whoever's coming into all this wonderful stuff, it's time to celebrate because you've really deserved this, Aquarius, because you've really put in a lot of hard work. It's time to enjoy the fruits of your labor. All right. Let's get your wellness message. What is Aquarius's wellness message? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Syrians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. I just heard something about Moon and Aquarius in the 7th house. I don't know where that came from, but they wanted me to say that. My own energy. I love being there for my friends and family while staying true to myself. I don't let others' energy or mood affect my own. To help a friend in a hole, I don't need to jump in the hole with them. Simply reach out a hand. It is up to them to do the rest. Lend a helping hand for some of you. That's kind of like 6 of Pentacles energy. Doing our best. We are all doing our best with the understanding and awareness we have in this moment. Any decision I take is okay, no matter the outcome. I make the best of any situation and learn as I go along. So yeah, doing your best. I know when I do these readings, it sounds a little harsh, but I'm really just trying to get some of you to really get going. But this is so true, okay? Keep doing your best. But here's what I said. Some of you are like, you're trying, but are you really trying? Some of you need to try a little bit harder. But when you do that, just say, I'm doing my best. The best that I can. And then you, good, better, best, right? I'm pretty sure you've heard of that. Make the best of any situation and learn as you go along. But if you're just kind of like being meek or like just, walking on eggshells and you're kind of afraid to step out of your comfort zone, you're afraid to face your demons, you got to push a little bit harder, okay? But know that it doesn't have to happen rapidly. Healing takes a long time, all right? It's like, here's the thing with the try stuff. Yoda says, do or do not. There is no try, okay? But even when you're making progress, it doesn't have to be perfect, all right? Just keep that in mind. It does not have to be perfect. Oh, releasing anger. And again, do not compare your journey to somebody else's, please. Anger is a natural emotion, but I recognize that holding on to it can be toxic for me. I look at the person who has caused me pain and see them as the human being they are. I release the anger I feel and free myself, freeing myself and expanding to love. Let go of that. Break those chains. The anger, for some of you, it's keeping you from all of this stuff. I keep telling you guys, you have to release that from your heart space if you want all of these miracles, this beautiful life to happen. And God's not going to bless you with that, because anger, resentment, and bitterness is devil energy. It is not in alignment with 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. It's not. It's just not. Okay? Give me a moment, because my Moonology cards fell off of my table here. We're now going to look into seeing what this new moon in Gemini is bringing you. Again, it occurs on May 30th, 2022. It's about a week from today that I'm recording this. It is also in alignment with the fixed star Aldebaran, which is Archangel Michael. That brings about riches, success, blessings, you know, could even be sudden wealth for some of you. Fixed stars are very powerful stars, and this moon is going to be in alignment with that. All right, let's see. What is this new moon in Gemini bringing Aquarius? Thank you, Spirit. Oh, I got to move these cards so I have more room here. A win-win outcome is forecast, full moon in Libra. Prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. Bottom of the deck is, it's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. What I say about releasing the anger and stuff, guys, negative energy, and I'm not trying to beat you guys up. This has been coming up. This anger, this resentment, the forgiveness thing keeps coming up, guys. You know what? I mean, there are a few people who are going to receive some incredible life here, because they understood that releasing all this stuff and living life from a place of unconditional love was the key to having it all. It's what I always teach. Okay? Why do you think so many people on this planet don't ever really experience this type of life? It's the lack of forgiveness and the lack of unconditional love that's in their heart space. That's why God gives these people incredible happily ever after, is this incredible life. Everything that they're desiring comes true and then some. Because God saw the love in their heart. That's all God wants us to do. You cannot have negativity in that heart space if you want this to happen in your life. You just can't. Okay? But again, it's up to you. I cannot tell you what to do. I can't. But if you're expecting something to change and you're like thinking, oh, this message is for me, when you have this in your heart space, I'm sorry to tell you, that's not for you right here. You can't release that negativity from your heart space. That's not for you. It's just not. Because it's not a vibrational element. This is devil energy. This is godlike energy right here. It's divine. This is divine love right here with the 10 of Cups. It doesn't match. There's no way around it. Let's look at the full moon in Libra. Where's full moon in Libra? A win-win outcome is forecast. The full moon in Libra, the sign of partnership, of falling in love, and of closely relating to someone else. Since full moons are about climaxes and conclusions, this card suggests you're either about to start a new relationship or that an important existing relationship is changing somehow, perhaps coming to an end or moving to a new level of commitment. It's important to remember that people come to us for a reason and sometimes just for a season. If a relationship is ending now, it's doing so at the right time, so try not to fight it. This card can also refer to a professional relationship. There is a sense that you need to balance your ego with someone else's needs. A win-win outcome is possible with give and take. Doing so might be the answer to your question. Let go of that which is falling away. The tower, guys, let it fall. See the other person through the eyes of love. It will change your perspective. It's time for you to make a firm decision. Time for you to focus on yourself for a while. Look after yourself, but avoid vanity. Now is a great time for a makeover. No matter when you pull the full moon in Libra card, it encourages you to find a balance between your desires and those of the people around you. Balance is a very Libran energy, and the full moon brings things to a peak. Dramas and upsets bring partnerships to the fore. Libra energy also brings love energy. Negotiations are easier. We saw the Justice card, right? Is it here? Yeah, see? It's at the top of the deck. Things getting back into balance. Karmic rebalancing. New moon in Taurus. Prosperity lies ahead. This card will often come up when you're inquiring about a financial matter or when you're doubting your self-worth. The card suggests you can have what you want, including material things, but you must believe in yourself. This comes down to the law of attraction. Value yourself and others will value you too. You can create abundance. Taurus is associated with luxurious Venus, and this card holds the new moon energy, so now is a good time to make a 12-month financial plan. This card can also signal the start of a new relationship, that's twice, or of sexier times. If you've been wrestling with something for a long time, the new moon in sturdy Taurus is a sign not to give up just yet. And Mercury is retrograde now in Taurus, so that could be important here too. Get or give a massage, healthy body, healthy mind. You will soon be able to afford the thing you're dreaming of. I was talking about something with a house or something like that, okay? We did get that card about the new home here. That message with the new home card. Getting clear on what you value most will help you find peace. Take some time out to pamper yourself. Start a standing order to a savings account, no matter how small. We often feel that it's somehow wrong to focus on our finances, but the truth is that money can make life far more comfortable from a physical point of view. Taurus knows this, and the new moon in Taurus is the time to work your magic to create the money you want so you can have the creature comforts you want. Remember, though, that someone else is still wishing for what you already have. Be grateful for what you already have here. Now, the full moon in Scorpio. Where is that? Oops. It's time to release negativity. If you've been feeling paranoid and acting weird, take this card as a very direct message from the cosmos to stop it. Worrying yourself is pointless. It's time to release any negativity you have around the situation you're asking about. If someone has been unkind to you, perhaps it's time for you to release them. This card heralds an emotionally intense time, since both the full moon and Scorpio themselves are both extremely intense. And we just had the full moon in Scorpio lunar eclipse, okay? It's time for you to feel all your feelings. There could be some nastiness in the air when you pull this card. If that's the case, take it as a sign to move away from anyone or anything you feel is toxic. For some, however, this card has a totally different meaning. Your sex life can improve now if you make an effort. Use your magic. You have all you need inside you to bring about your desired result. Emote, it's all better out than in. It's time to move from living fearfully to living joyfully. You're right to have your suspicions. Grudges are toxic. Let something go. The end of an argument. The full moon in Scorpio has a sting in its tail. It can herald a vindictive end to a relationship. It can also be a time when we want to be good when we're naughty. If you pull this card, no matter when, your dark side and your shadow self may be showing. The full moon in Scorpio is also a time of magic. If you are thinking of making some magic, this is your sign to do it. The Death card is here. Scorpio energy. Work your magic. Let go. Let go of those grudges. Let go of that negativity. That deep, dark stuff that's festering within you. Just let it go. God has something way better for you. Take time to breathe out. Don't let pride get in your way. Don't do that. Healthy pride, unhealthy ego, that is devil energy. Don't let that take up your heart space. Let's see. What's going on with love and relationships for Aquarius? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian, Sirians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. You deserve love. You are lovable, Aquarius. I don't know why it doesn't want to focus now. Where? You see it right there. There you go. Deception. Someone's wearing a false mask in this relationship. Somebody's not acting like who they are. I did say something about some of you are not being honest with yourselves. We saw be yourself. You're also dealing with somebody in a relationship, friends, family members, your counterpart, your soulmate. They're not being who they say they are. They're wearing a mask for a reason. Don't get caught up in that, because at some point the truth will be exposed. But let them handle that stuff. You focus on you, okay? Know that you deserve love. There's something about that Five of Pentacles, being rejected, being left out in the cold, all right? If somebody's treating you poorly, look, people are projecting their negative selves onto you. So they wear a mask because they don't want to deal with the deep, dark stuff that Scorpio brings, okay? It's the same thing with you. Some of you got to stop lying to yourselves and stop wearing a mask. I did say something about pretending to be happy, pretending to be someone that you're not. All right. But you have to understand this. You are lovable, Aquarius. You can't be hiding behind a mask anymore. You have to really start loving yourself so that others can love you the way you want to be loved. Okay? Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy here. Very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. See, with that ask for what you want card, right there. Be clear. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Those of you who are like coming into union, or you're going to get, you know, there's this marriage coming up, there's communication coming out of nowhere, you're going to really have these deep conversations, okay? That's kind of like deep stuff with Scorpio, all right? And you're really going to really get to know each other. And yes, your bond is going to deepen with that. Addictions are affecting your romantic love life. Some of you also really need to kind of reveal what's really going on to other people, not just your soulmate or your counterpart, because this is also pertaining to all relationships. Remember that. Some of you really need to be talking to people, revealing your true self type of thing, right? There's addictions. Maybe you need to fess up to somebody and say, you know what, I've had these addictions, you know. We did get addictions with the Nine of Cups there and the shadow side. I did pick up on that. You know, you're deceiving yourself. You're pretending to be someone that you're not. But look, you're, as it says, you've got the power. Like, be yourself right here. The situation calls for you to be your authentic self, which is the basis for your personal power. If you're not being yourself, you're not in your power. Okay? That power comes from God. You're not being yourself. You're not being the person that God made you to be. All right. Hopefully this helps you, Aquarius. If you would like a personal reading with me or a live coaching session, you want to do some healing, whatever you want to do, you need some additional support, check out CapellaWellness.com. All of my services are there. Don't be afraid to ask for help. If you just want to chat with me about some of my stuff, or you want to share some things with me, we can have a little chat. That's fine too. Okay? Don't feel like you can't reach out because you might feel weak or you don't want your true self to come out. You have to let that out, Aquarius. There's no need to hide behind that mask, to hide underneath that cloak, like I said. I do give tough love, but please understand, and I know a lot of you know this, it's because I genuinely care. All right. I have to be truthful because I am of the light here. I'm not doing my job if I don't do that. I speak God's truth. That's what I'm here to do. Sometimes it's hard, but don't think for a second that I'm trying to chastise you or judge you, because that is not my place. I've been where a lot of you are kind of embarking on, okay? And some of you have way more different challenges that I've experienced, and that's okay. That's just the cards that you were given, and everybody's different, as I said. So don't be afraid to reach out or even ask for friends, other people for support who you know can support you. But if you've got toxic friends and people coming after you trying to bring you down, I would highly suggest you stop engaging with those individuals, because they are not here for your greater good, and they're not going to where you're going, Aquarius. I'm reading for a very special collective here. So if you're dealing with people trying to bring you down, get out of that. Okay? If you haven't joined my community on my mobile app, go ahead and do so. It's completely free. I highly recommend signing up for memberships if you want additional guidance to help you with the weeklies. Okay, I do daily guidance there. Every membership tier allows you to have unlimited access to my meditations, my guided meditations, and to my daily guidance videos. Okay, those are going to help you with all this other stuff. And it's just, you sign up for a membership. All the tiers have those two things, the daily guidance and the guided meditations. There's different channels for those on my website. It's kind of like Patreon, but I'm using my space because why not utilize the space that I pay for on a yearly basis to create my own Patreon-like stuff into different environment. And I plan to expand on that to see, you know, depending on the other people who come in to sign up for memberships. There's different tiers. You can cancel whenever you want. You're not stuck to anything. Okay? I'm having people to sign up for those, and it's like they're getting supplemental help with regards to their guidance, and it's usually a much smaller group. It's not like the YouTube platform, so these messages are really going to speak to you. Okay, I also do some of the memberships include what's blocking you for the month, what you need to heal. Other ones deal with what's going on between you and your person, seeing where you are in your connection and stuff like that, what needs to be healed, what needs to be overcome, that type of stuff. And the higher tiers, you know, you just go to CapellaWellness.com and check out the memberships. You'll see everything there. I won't have to get into that, but because this video will be forever long. You know, if you need that support and that message did come up, don't be afraid to get that support. Remember, invest in yourself, especially with that business you want to start. Do things for you. Get the extra help that you need, because for the others of you, this here, this 9 cups, 10 of pentacles, 10 of cups here, this is like a dream life right here. This is totally what you can have if you just let go of that negativity. If you just start working towards emotional healing and not get caught up in when the healing will be done, how long it's going to take, and what the outcome is going to be. Just go with the flow. Do your shadow work here. All right? Watch how things start to shift. And even then, you'll still find some challenges, but I'm telling you, you will really see yourself as a completely different person. And you'll be like, you know what? All of this was worth it. It was. Okay? So again, you want to reach out to me, don't hesitate to do so. Okay? I think you guys know where to find me. All right, guys, that concludes your reading. Thank you so very much for watching this video, for subscribing to this channel if you haven't already, and for illuminating that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today, and always I send you so, so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess with Capella Wellness. Starring out.